You wake up, already tired. Not the "I didn't sleep enough" tired. The deeper kind. The kind that sits in your chest before you even touch your phone. Your screen lights up, messages, notifications, news you didn't ask for. Somewhere in there, you see people your age traveling, building careers, glowing in ways you don't feel. Your brain tells you to scroll. Your body tells you to stay still. So you lie there, stuck between wanting to disappear and wanting to matter. You try to focus on one small task. Your attention slips away like water through your hands. You open an app without meaning to. You close it. You open another one, and suddenly, 40 minutes are gone. Later, when you finally try to rest, your nervous system won't let you. Your body feels wired. Your thoughts feel loud. You wonder quietly if something is wrong with you. If this feels familiar, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not broken. What you're experiencing isn't a personal failure. It's a nervous system doing exactly what it learned to do to survive this environment. You didn't grow up in a calm world. You grew up in a world of constant alerts, constant comparison, constant pressure to become something fast. A world that rewards attention, speed, productivity, and visibility. A world that rarely teaches safety, slowness, or how to feel okay inside your own body. So when your system feels overwhelmed, distracted, numb, anxious, or exhausted, that's not dysfunction, that's adaptation. Your reactions make sense for the world you've been navigating. Let's make this simple. Inside your brain, there are two main modes. One is your survival brain. This part scans for threat, seeks stimulation, and tries to keep you safe in uncertain environments. The other is your rest and connect system. This part helps you feel calm, focused, present, and emotionally grounded. Here's the problem. The modern world constantly activates your survival brain. Every notification is a tiny alert. Every comparison is a tiny threat. Every unknown future scenario keeps your nervous system on edge. Your brain also runs on dopamine, the chemical that motivates you to seek rewards. Social media, endless content, and quick feedback loops train your dopamine system to expect constant stimulation. So when life feels quiet or slow, your nervous system reads that as danger or emptiness. Not because you're addicted, but because your brain learned that stimulation equals safety. Over time, your system becomes wired for quick hits of validation, constant scanning for comparison, difficulty resting without guilt, feeling behind even when you're exhausted. This isn't weakness, it's conditioning. Gen Z didn't just grow up with technology. You grew up inside an attention economy. Your nervous system learned to regulate itself in a world that profits from your distraction. You learned to exist in public. Your identity formed while being watched, rated, compared, and quantified. You didn't just grow up with pressure, you grew up with visibility. On top of that, you're carrying economic uncertainty, hustle culture disguised as self-worth, a future that feels unstable, a culture that tells you to optimize everything. So your nervous system is constantly trying to prepare for a future it can't predict. That creates a low-level, chronic stress state. Not panic, just a background hum of tension. Your body stays alert. Your mind stays restless. Your sense of safety gets postponed. Here's the part most people miss. The same nervous system patterns that feel like problems are also signs of deep sensitivity and awareness. Your system is good at reading emotional environments. You can sense shifts in energy. You're attuned to social signals. You notice what others miss. This makes you empathetic, intuitive, creative, and deeply responsive to your environment. Your sensitivity isn't fragility, it's perception. Your nervous system learned to adapt quickly because it had to. That means you have a capacity for emotional intelligence and pattern recognition that older systems weren't trained for. The problem isn't your sensitivity, it's living in a world that overstimulates it without offering regulation. Even though this pattern makes sense, staying in constant survival mode slowly drains you. When your nervous system never feels safe, rest feels unproductive, stillness feels uncomfortable. Your self-worth gets tied to output. Your identity gets shaped by comparison. Your attention becomes fragmented. Your inner voice becomes harsh. Over time, this can numb your joy, not dramatically, quietly. You don't crash, you fade. And you deserve more than just surviving your own life. We're not going to fix your nervous system overnight. We're going to give it tiny signals of safety. 1. Daily moment of no input. Once a day, sit for 60 seconds with no phone, no music, no content. Just notice your breath or your body. You're teaching your nervous system that stillness isn't danger. 2. Name the pattern without shame. When you catch yourself doomscrolling or avoiding rest, say, "My nervous system is seeking safety," not "I'm weak." This shifts you out of self-attack and into self-awareness. 3. Create one low-stakes anchor. Pick one small, repeatable ritual, a morning stretch, a short walk, one glass of water when you wake up. Consistency builds safety signals in your body over time. These aren't productivity hacks, they're nervous system cues. If you've been feeling tired of trying to fix yourself, there's a reason. You were never broken. You were adapting. Your nervous system learned to survive a loud world. Now you're learning how to live inside it with more gentleness. Be patient with your body. It's been protecting you for a long time. If this connected with something inside you, I'd love to hear, what's one pattern you've been hard on yourself for that you're starting to see differently now? And if you want more calm, grounded psychology like this, you can subscribe, not to become better, but to feel safer being who you already are.